Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Yemisi. If you're new here, you're welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe, okay? In this video, I'll be talking about how to prove funds for your Canadian study permit. So you guys already know that you can either be self-sponsored or sponsored by someone else, okay? So this video is going to give you like a breakdown of how to prove your funds for your visa application. So yeah, a quick disclaimer before we start. I am not an immigration consultant. I am not an immigration lawyer. Neither am I an immigration agent. But this video is based off of my experience and, experiences of others and, some of the things that people have applied. So it's not an express ticket to an approval for you, but it's going to serve as a guideline, hopefully, for you, okay? So why I'm making this video is because recently I went live and people asked me, like 2 to 3 people asked me to make a separate video on how to prove funds, and I'm sure a lot of people also find this video useful. Okay, so as usual, I have my book here and I'm going to be looking at it so that I do not miss out on any points. So I have 10 ways in order for you to prove funds for Canadian study permits. The first one is your Naira account. So I know that I'm not talking to only Nigerians. I'm talking to different people in different parts of the world. And Naira is Nigerian's currency. So what I mean in this case now is your home country's currency. You must have been running an account of your country's currency, and either you're self-sponsored or you're sponsored by someone else. You want to have at least 30,000 Canadian dollars, something equivalent to that, okay? It can be more, of course, but like that's the minimum you should have, because I mean on the website you should have at least 1 year tuition fee and $10,000 living expenses, I mean Canadian dollars right now. And in my opinion, I think you should have higher than that, because there are so many people trying to apply and so many people trying to prove funds, and if you're just going by the minimum requirement on the website, which is 1 year tuition fee and 10,000 living expenses, you might not be there yet. You might not really be showing a lot, okay? So in my opinion, I would say that if possible, show your full tuition fee in your account and also 10,000 Canadian dollars as the living expenses for a year. You also want to state in your letter of explanation or statement of purpose that you have this amount in your account, and proving to them with a statement of account, a genuine statement of account. Thank you. So the second one is a dollar account. If you have a domiciliary account, either in Canadian dollars or in US dollars. US dollars is like the popular ones that people really have in different countries. You can also tender a dollar account to prove your funds, okay? So the third one is gift deed. A lot of people have been asking me questions as to what is a gift deed. I've explained in some of my videos, but I'm going to explain here again. A gift deed is a certificate that is stating that so person is gifting you this particular amount for the purpose of study, and in order to avoid lump sum. So for example, if you've been running an account and say for instance you've been having like 2,000 enter your account every month depending on your country's currency, and all of a sudden, because you're trying to apply for visa application, huge funds just start coming in. We call it lump sum. Instead of you to have lump sums in your account, which kind of raises the eyebrows of the visa officer, what you want to do is to get a gift deed or a gift certificate which has an affixed stamp and it is duly signed by a lawyer. Okay, so I hope I've explained what a gift deed means. So it's just for you to avoid lump sums in your account, so you can tell your extended family members to present a gift deed in case where the person wants to support your education. Also, I like to say that it is best for your immediate family members, like your parents, father or mother, to sponsor you for your application. It just kind of convinces the visa officer that okay, this person is actually serious. Because if you're using an uncle, I've explained this one before, if you're using like an extended family member, that person must have been involved in your education over time. You cannot just bring the person from nowhere, okay? So yeah, I hope that explains what I mean. Fourth one is for you to use a mutual funds or fixed deposit. So that one is not the usual bank statement. It's like an investment that you have. So either mutual funds, either fixed deposit account, or investments, yes, you can get a certificate from the bank, just or a statement just showing the visa officer that you have this money or your sponsor has this money in the account, okay, that can be liquidated. Yes, it will be stated there, most likely will be stated there, that it can be liquidated at any time when you as the student needs the money, okay, for miscellaneous, for living expenses, for tuition fees. Fifth one is pension statement. I really didn't use this one, but I kind of know people around me have used the pension statement also, and this kind of also prove home tie, because I mean, pension statement in your home country, meaning you're coming back to acquire it or to just, I don't know, but it kind of serves like a dual reason, I mean, for home tie and also for financial asset or proof of fund. The sixth one, which is the very important one, is a guaranteed investment certificate in Canada. So if you want to proof fund, one of the ways that you can really convince the visa officer is to get a guaranteed investment certificate, like to buy an investment here in Canada in one of the banks. Can be RBC, Royal Bank of Canada, Scotia Bank, or CIBC. Yeah, those are like the three banks I really know. But yes, you can always do that. I really don't know how this process is, but of course, if you Google, you'll know how to get this guaranteed investment in either of these banks. So yes, this is another way to prove your fund. Also, the seventh point I have here is you can use two accounts to prove funds. Yeah, so some people ask questions, can I use two accounts? Can I use only one account? Yes, you can use two accounts. In a case where you have a DOM account, and that's a USD account, and your home currencies account, that's two accounts. You can present the two accounts when you're self-sponsored. And if it is the case of a sponsor, like someone sponsoring you, you can also, get the person to present one or two accounts. So for example, the person can tender a business account and also an individual account, just to prove fund, to prove that the person is financially capable to take care of your expenses. So the eighth one that I have here is for you to pay your tuition in full. This one is not really like an express way, but like it's a kind of way to like prove that you are coming here for you to study, because people have dual reasons for coming down here: to work, to stay back, to visit, and all of that, but they try to come in through study. So when you pay your tuition in full, you kind of show this conviction, you kind of give this impression that you're actually coming to study. So it's like a good way of convincing the visa officer that you're here to study. Okay. The ninth one is power of attorney. So in case where you are being sponsored by your parents, you want to like get power of attorney for their investment, like their assets that can be liquidified, or the ones that are fixed assets. You want to get like power of attorney stating that I'm transferring power or title to this person, that's to you now, to have access to the funds from this investment when you need it. Okay, so power of attorney is also a very good way to prove your fund. The last but not the least on my list here is affidavit of support. So you want to get an affidavit of support from your sponsor, stating that the person is responsible for your tuition, your living expenses, and even your miscellaneous expenses. So of course, in an affidavit of support, you can also always go to any court. I went to Ikeja High Court in Ikeja, but like you can go to any court to get your affidavit of support stamped. Okay, so guys, I just finished sharing 10 ways to prove your funds, and I hope that it's very helpful to you. By the way, you can Google affidavit of support. You can also just walk into a court to there's always a template, so it's just for your sponsor to sign and also to write his or her name in full. Meanwhile, always ensure that the affidavit of support has your full name, stating that this person is responsible for you, and also stating that it is for the purpose of study. It's very important, because I can swear an affidavit for something else, okay, but when you state that is for the purpose of study at so university or at so college for tuition fees, for miscellaneous expenses, for living expenses. Okay, just make sure that it's very specific. So guys, I hope that this video is helpful, and I hope that this video answers all your questions. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you have other questions, let me also know in the comment section. You can always connect to me on my social media handle, the IG. Even though I'm not so consistent there, but I'm trying to be. Okay, also do not forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos, and also like this video so that I know that you enjoyed it, and also share to your friends that has been curious as to how to proof fund for Canadian study permit. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.